the final video of the Overworld. We've now covered the entire island with the exception of the Blue Obelisk mountain. Last time we covered that area. Today we're going to cover the rest of the sort of Overworld, and then we have to dive down into water caves and of course all the land caves to find the rest of the notes. So we're going to start with this glacier. We are right here now. It's a glacier out in the open. If you go just directly inland from that, pretty much, see an oil node on this little rock thing, not all the way on the top, but little sort of ledge here, right inland from the glacier. And in a little hidden in the corner here is a little ruin and a little note. Meiyin Note number 6 at 16.8 by 29.0. And if we just from that just follow the coast a little bit, literally just here, and you look down, you can see that on the coast here there's a little, I don't know, a little crater almost forming with all this ice. This is what it looks like from like the outside. It's a little, yeah, again a little crater type thing, and it's a ruin here. Ankylosaurus at 15.7 by 26.6. And then if we follow the coast even longer, so that's where we were, that's the iceberg, or a little, yeah, glacier, iceberg, I don't know. If you follow it, you should get eventually to this, like a few smaller sort of fallen ice on the water here. And ice pieces on the water, and you should get to this, which is like a little ice coast plateau glacier thing. And if you go to the end, that's the Blue Obelisk. It's a little pillar here. And a note. Meiyin Note number 2 at 15.1 by 20.7. This next one is a little bit tricky to find. Actually struggled a little bit with this one myself. We are here now in this area. We're kind of climbing the mountain slowly. You can see how there's kind of a road going up. If you start here, which is right there roughly, you can see how there is a road kind of leading up towards the mountain. Bunch of metal, like a lot of metal following this mountain here. You can see how the road kind of goes up here, and then there is this kind of almost like a wall of stone there, or rock. Just a rough coordinates of the area if you want to use GPS. And if you follow it up, just kind of look, when you walk up here, look to your left, kind of towards the Blue Obelisk, and should be a Helena Note, just no ruin, just hidden amongst some metal and rocks here. Kind of difficult to see, but I guess another way of seeing it is that there is a few trees on it. You can see if you start at the beginning of the road here, so it's not tree number 1, not 2, not 3, but the 4th tree. Look to your left among the rocks, and there is Helena Note number 28 at 22.2 by 23.4. The next one is very easy to find. We're at the Blue Obelisk, right here. Blue Obelisk. And basically you just gotta search a little bit around, but this is the Blue Obelisk, and on right next to one of these sort of tech light things. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks to be, yeah, 7 of them. I don't really know which one. If you point, yeah, if you look directly south, use a compass or whatever, that one, right next to that light, there is a note. Helena Note number 27 at 25.9 by 25.6. For the next one, we're gonna I'm gonna guide you all the way from the obelisk and down, because I think that's gonna be the easiest way. But when you are here, that's the note that we were just at. You can see that there is a little kind of exit or entrance here underneath this sort of triangle formed by these rocks facing the volcano. So if you walk out, you should see the volcano. And then basically follow it right. Just follow it. It will eventually start going down. And then you get to this crack. This crack right here, big crack that you have to jump over. But instead of jumping over it, drop down. And there is a pillar with a Dossier on it. Gigantopithecus at 26.6 by 23.6. And then from this general location, the next one is not very hard to find. You can just jump up on that shelf. Definitely recommend watching how you found the last one if you want to find this next one using my tip. But if you just hover or walk slightly outside, I guess you can also, I'm going to show it just to be fair. You can walk a little bit back until it starts going really far up. Completely just almost nothing here. Walk up on this rock. You can see where I am. I'm not going to pretend you don't know where I can read the terrain yourself. You can see how there is not snow on this rock. So walk to the very end of it here. Sort of follow it. And if you stand on the edge, you should see the ruin right on the foothill there. So go down. And there is a ruin at Helena Note number... Not at Helena Note, but it is Helena Note number 24 at 28.8 by 23.1. The reason I mentioned that other thing is because if you go out from the Gigantopithecus, which is here, and hover there, you can also see it. If you go up, you should see it pretty easily as well. So that's why I mentioned that. But anyways, let's get to the next note. If you line yourself up with the obelisk, you should go towards that glacier. So there's 4 huge glaciers, or pretty big ones, out on the west coast here, which is what we're facing. You want to go aim towards the second one from like the red obelisk, or from the tropical area. And you should eventually, like when you have lined yourself up, and or actually in between them is more accurate, you should see these peaks. They don't have snow on them, similar to that other one. All this area has snow. There is sort of a road going here. Go, so you can see there's these rocky peaks, and you want to sit on this one, so the left one of them, if you look from the obelisk-ish area. And if you just look down from that, again, this is the area that I'm at. If I just zoom out, you can see that this is what the area looks like. And you can see that on the bottom of this, there is another ruin. Pretty big one too, with Meiyin Note number 1 at 25.0 by 18.9. And then if you continue down towards this big glacier from the obelisk, you should come to an area that looks like this. It's a huge kind of crescent-shaped, like, I don't know what you call this, a kind of cliff type thing, plateau underneath, leading down to the glacier, and you have a bunch of oil nodes and a glacier, a proper like glacier iceberg thing out here. I probably have mixed glacier and iceberg like 100 million times in this video, but just deal with it. But if you go on this plateau, there's a bunch of dead trees here. Just scale the cliff here. So the obelisk is there, so if you come from the obelisk, stand on the edge, just look to your right, and there's a ruin with Meiyin Note number 5 on it. 26.6 by 16.3. And the final one is pretty easy to find. So that's the glacier with all the oil. That's the dead tree plateau thing that we were just at. And it is, if you go to the very end of the snow right here, so that's a little kind of arch thing. Glacier, go to the end, there's a big rock on top here, that's the blue obelisk. You should probably be able to read and find this area pretty easily. Hoped I was going to be able to land on top there, but it doesn't look like my bird wanted to land there. But if you are at the tip, staring out, just look to your right towards all the other glaciers. If we stand on this rock... Can I land there, please? Seriously, there we go, that's good enough. If you stand on this big rock on top of it... Oh, what the hell is that? It's an ankylo. Cool. If you look out to the water, turn and look towards the biggest glacier out in the corner. Look down on the ice and you should see a note just here. No ruin, just out in the open. Diplodocus at 25.0 by 13.4. And then to finish off this great adventure, on land anyway, head towards that glacier. It should be the third glacier, so there's 4 big glaciers here. It should be, no, it's the second, sorry. So we have the big one there, we have the second one, which has a big oil node on the top. And some other ones. Has a bunch of penguins on it as well. Great for polymer. If you go on this one, from the mainland, it should be pretty easy to spot this note. It is, actually, it does have a ruin, but it's not here. So it's alone towards the mainland, edge of this little, I guess, glacier, iceberg, flat space, beach thing. Meiyin note number 27 at 22.1 by 9.6. And just to show you that it does have a ruin, you just have to go around the iceberg part to the other side, and there is a ruin here, but it doesn't have a note. It's the note on the other side. Not sure why the devs did this, but yeah. And yeah, with that, we are done with the notes. So now we've covered all the notes on the mainland, so the remaining notes are now in water caves and land caves. So that's going to be the next, I believe, 3 videos covering all of those. Now, so this was epic. I want to just show you the explorer notes we currently have unlocked. Obviously, I haven't locked everyone before, so they are unlocked, or just have a little lock mark. But you can see that in Helena, we are still missing quite a lot, and that's because a lot of them are in water caves and other land caves, but we have a lot of them. Dossiers look like this currently. Have most of those as well. Rockwell is also, I think, the remaining ones in caves. Meiyin, we're only missing 2 Meiyin notes. We're also missing only one Nerva node actually, so that's pretty cool. So we're getting there now, guys. And of course we also have the if we take away Nerva, we should have, where is it? Yeah, the question mark ones, which for some reason is not part of the island, but we have all except the first one. Right. So we have found all the ones on the overworld, obviously. So there's one that's in the tech cave. We'll get to that one later. Anyways, that's it for this video. Oh, wait, there is one more thing. So this chap called, or on YouTube, he actually changed his name just recently, but he's called on YouTube Mega Guga Alpha. Not sure if I pronounced that correctly, but commented on my videos. A lot of nice comments. Really appreciate that, mate. But he commented, asked if I could sponsor him on the next video. And I'm sorry, but sponsoring, I don't have money for that. But I'm guessing he meant shout out. I mean, you don't really sponsor a person in the comment section on a video, right? I don't think that's how it works. Maybe I'm stupid, but I'm guessing you meant shout out. So I can give you a shout out though. So shout out to Mega Guga Alpha for being so nice and commenting on my video. A lot of nice comments. Really appreciate that. was really a nice thing to wake up to. So, that's great. Thank you a lot for that. He doesn't have any videos on his channel. I checked it out, but I guess you can still, I don't know, check it out anyways. Maybe he will upload one day, who knows. But at least shout out to him for being so nice and commenting on my videos. And if you want a shout out, if you something like that, I can do that. Or just comment something else. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.